Hi, we are live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on wherever you're watching from. For us, it's a good evening, and we are grateful to God for this wonderful evening. And today we come to continue enlightening you about our digital business that is transforming our lives. And today our topic is about uh, whom are you shrinking for? Shout for your voice to be heard by the world. And so I want to give each one of us a chance to introduce ourselves. But I want, because time is not on our side, you'll introduce yourself and answer your question. And so, Sister McKenna, I want you to introduce yourself and then you'll answer your first question. But just before McKenna, I give a chance to McKenna. I want to introduce myself. I say I am Lois, originally from Kenya, but currently I live in Oregon, USA, together with my family. I am a legal assistant by profession and a proud digital business owner. And just to introduce our topic, I want to say when we say stop shrinking, what exactly we mean by that is you stop hiding. It is not shrinking in terms of your body size. We are saying that you stop hiding your light, you stop dimming your light because, and your dreams also, and your purpose, because there is a reason why God put you wherever you are right now. And your purpose is to not just to remain comfortable wherever you are, it's to make others also be comfortable by lifting them. And how do we lift us others? Like for us, we lift others by introducing them to this business so that they can really know their actual who they are and who they are becoming. And they should say no to shrinking, because when you say no, you're saying no to your dreams. You have to stop shrinking yourself, even if you're afraid, because others may not see what God has put in you. And remember, your silence, your ideas, your gifts are calling you every day. So step out of faith and come and tell the world what you believe in, what is transforming your life, and how they can also transform their life. So, McKenna, I want to give you a chance to tell us what is shrinking looking like in your daily life, at work, at home, or in your business. And also introduce yourself. You are muted. You are muted.
Yeah, I realized something that I have not done, but it's too late to do that. Otherwise,
Ouch.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that later. Otherwise, I just want to bless the Lord. My name is McKenna. I was born and raised in Kenya, but I live in the US. I bless the Lord for his faithfulness and for giving us this time to just be here. So I just want to thank God. Yeah, I have to check that question again. Uh, Sometimes when we think about dimming our lights to make our, yeah, sometimes we have to, I'm confused. Just a minute. What does shrinking look like in your daily life, at work, home, and in your business? Yes. I want to say that God created all of us with a purpose. And sometimes we find ourselves holding back, not because we don't have something to say, but because we are afraid of how it will be received by people. So, for my work, I just want to thank God for my 9 to 5, for my ministry. And I just want to thank God for my family. And again, I want to say that this business has just helped me to realize that I was created for a purpose or with a purpose. And as the Bible says, that God has a plan for us. For me, I know that it is not by mistake where I am. It is for me to choose what I really want to be and where I want to be at any time. So when we say, when we think about shrinking, it's all about that time when you feel like you're not enough to do what you're supposed to do, it's when you feel like maybe the world is coming on you too much and you're like, you don't know what to do. What is your purpose? But for me, for my daily work through this business has helped me to realize who I am, the potential that I have, that I need that time for my family, and balancing life is all what I need. And this business has really helped me to do that. And I'm just grateful to God for what He is doing in my life. Yeah, another thing is shrinking is sometimes it can hold us back, the gift that we have. And I always say that I was so stuck to my 9 to 5. I stayed there for the longest time and I didn't have enough time for my family, enough time for me. But still, I want to say that yes, this business has really helped me to grow in terms of my faith and to have that voice. I always say that this business for me is just like a ministry that I am doing. So I am always grateful to God for what He is doing. And again, I want to say that I have that voice to just tell the whole world that this online business is working. So that's all what I have for now. Back to you, Lois.
Thank you so much, McKenna, for those nuggets. Don't want to recap of what McKenna has said because she has clearly outlined it very well. And so I want to go next to our next question. And the next question, I want to give it to my sister. She introduced herself and also tell us where in your life, Annette, have you been shrinking when God has been calling you to rise?
All right. Thank you so much, Lois, for this opportunity again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, in whichever place that you find yourself at this moment. And us here is a good evening, almost heading to bed here. So, and we're coming out here for a short time to always, share some nuggets here. So, if you're watching us for the first time, this is Annette, originally from Kenya, currently living in Minnesota, USA. It's getting cold here, so and probably right now, I know other places is hot, but it's just God's grace that we have come out here again to share a little bit about a few nuggets here about this particular topic. So yes, thank you, Lois, for this particular question here. So the a time when I felt like I was shrunk. I think that a lot of us as human, it happens. Even sometimes you don't realize, but when things happens, when you look back, you realize, oh, actually this happened. I will start by saying that there's a time where I used to second guess myself. All the time, I am afraid about what people are going to see, how people are going to judge me, and probably this particular people will I will be misunderstood whatever I say to them. And I felt like I was not enough even in front of people for me to even say anything at all. These times I wouldn't say that it once or twice, it's several times that I ever felt that way. And I know that you know sometimes you don't actually realize that you're shrinking yourself. And a lot of us, I will share that we grow up in environments where uh you know our background, you are taught that anytime you are supposed to keep quiet, that means that you are safe, so you will rather keep quiet and be safe. This is the environment that we will talk about. I grew up in the village somewhere in Kenya somewhere. So life in our place is different from what I've seen out here in the world. So here is where you are taught to think about what you say, but at the same time you are taught to keep quiet. So then that means that you are safe. Even if you say something, that means that you'll be safe even saying it. So now talking about where I felt like I was shrunk is where where I feel like sometimes you feel like you have rejection, and this common mistakes, I will say that it's us, or you carry it in your mind that, okay, I'm scared, I don't think I can do this, and always thinking about, oh, those people, those other people are better than me. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, that growing up, you are taught that you rather hide than to show yourself outside. And here is where you're hiding, and knowing that very well, where the place you're hiding, you will never shine. You will be there, nothing will ever change in you. And that's exactly where I was previously. I was at my 9 to 5 as a nurse, comfortably working behind the scenes over there where nobody sees you, but you care about your residents, of course, and that's about it. And nobody knows you're there. As much as people know you are there, those people you work for, or the people that you are helping, those are the people that know you. And you feel so comfortable, but at the same time you feel like, okay, now I'm here, but I'm constantly here all the time, but nothing changes in my life. I'm here caring for people, I don't even have time to care for myself. That is exactly what was happening at my 9 to 5. And then now there is where you are, I was feeling very comfortable working at my 9 to 5, constantly working long hours, constantly living paycheck to paycheck. But at the same time, I felt like I did not have an option. So all I did is to pick up extra shift here and there for me to be able to get that comfortable life, like, most of us say. But at the end of the day, I've come to realize that, I was at my 9 to 5. I was constantly working all the time. And at the same time, I did not believe in myself that I was actually meant for more. I was, I could come out here and find something that could work for me, especially right now, coming on social media here, where I used to put it like, if I see anybody, the videos I can watch, but I was never even commenting anything at all on anybody's post. And that is the main reason behind that, is that I did not want anybody to see me, like, I did not want even a trace of people to see me, that I'm actually on social media, I'm commenting on other people's posts. And that is where now I talk about transformation, and especially coming to this business right here. Now I feel like, I'm out here bringing my voice out, and especially knowing that, there's a lot of transformation right here, where I started just one step at a time, coming out here talking about this amazing business that we've been talking about for a while now. So that is where I feel like my voice is heard. I'm able to transform other people's life by helping them set up their own business. And at the same time, here is where real attraction happen, and especially the connection that we've been able to connect on social media right here with a lot of people. And our program really holds a lot of people. And right now we are over 260,000 members running their business through this platform. So I will say that I've been inspired so much with this business, and I know that my voice is out there, and people hear it every single day, and they take action to change their life as well, like I have changed mine. So I will say that I don't want, to continue overthinking. I know my voice is out there. People have heard my voice, and that is why, that is where the transformation will start. After these people take action, then they receive the guidance from me, and that is when I feel like, I can even voice it out more, not to shrink myself, that I'm not meant for to do anything. I was not meant for to do any extraordinary things out there, because I was scared. I felt like social media was for loudest people. I always say that because that's how I felt. But at the same time, here is where we are talking about, why would you let your voice shrink when you can do much more? You can do a lot of things in your life that can transform other people's life. So here, to stand up for the truth, I will say that your presence, even on social media here, has become medicine. Hapa ndio tunabadilisha maisha ya watu. And then that, when you bring out solution to people, obviously inakuwa dawa. People are out there stressed about their 9 to 5. They are working constantly at a job they don't even like. Now Here is we're bringing a solution to your doorstep. So you can be able to know that instead of stressed every single day, you can take a leap of faith and start something on the side. Because people believe that, "Oh, okay, me, I will never do whatever these ladies are doing because let me go to my 9 to 5." But let me tell you, here is where transformation has begun last year for me, and I'm still here changing other people's lives. Nurses out there just like me, I know your pain. I know, because I've been there. I'm talking out of experience because I've been there. I've done all that. So here is where we are getting up to speak up. Our voices can be heard with a lot of people because there's a lot of people that you can connect with, and you help them be able to find this opportunity right here. So here is where we are setting up boundaries that we are meant for enough. We don't owe anybody an explanation of what we are doing. But here we celebrate wins every single day from the platform that we've been able to help other people. You see the transformation everywhere. And that is why, if you don't know that digital businesses are here to stay, maybe it's that time that you can take action and start your digital business as well. You don't have to explain why you're starting it to anyone. All you have to do is to go ahead and start, and go ahead and remind yourself that you are meant, you are enough. You are meant for more, not just your 9 to 5, and that was it. You are meant for more, and you are enough in your life and in other people's lives. So to end this, I will say that if there's someone out there who is listening this evening from our end here, I will tell you that stop waiting for that perfect time. You will never be perfect. Here is where I've been perfect through the step training that we get from our platform. I was never perfect. I did not have any skills. I did not have anything at all. I ran businesses before that failed. But here is where I've been able to know that actually I can do much more whenever I get the right guidance from the right people. And that is exactly why we come out here every single day to share this opportunity to you. So don't rob yourself that voice of yours. Don't sit there with your voice and being scared about things that you don't even know about. So go ahead and speak up, voice it out. You don't have to shrink anymore. Go ahead, start thriving out here, because I feel like I'm thriving every single day I come on social media here talking about anything at all, because I'm doing it unapologetically. I don't have to explain to anyone. Here is where I found my purpose, and I will do it over and over again. So if there's someone out there, start talking, start voicing your voice out. Let it be heard by people out there. Moms like you can hear you. 9 to 5 can hear you. Anybody can hear you. And then that is when the transformation will begin. So go ahead and start. Thank you, Nyawak.
Thank you so much, Annette, for those nuggets. Yes, stop shrinking yourself. Shout. Become perfect on this platform. That's what Annette is saying. She became perfect when she started this business. So you can also become perfect when you start this business. So I'll be taking us through the next question. And what I'm asking you is this question is what I am saying in this question. I'm asking you, why is it not coming to you? Who have you been dimming your light for? And what would happen if you finally showed up as you full God given self? So what I'm trying to say this, who is that person you're waiting to give you that approval? I know for me, I did hold myself for such a long time, waiting for somebody to give me the approval and tell me that, Lois, you're not an introvert. God has given you a voice. Use that voice not for your own glory, but for His own glory. And how do you use it? You spread the word about this business that you found, about this business that is transforming people every day. And the reason why most of us decide to shrink themselves and not use their voice is because they're waiting for somebody to approve them. They're waiting for somebody because they are scared. They're thinking that once they appear, everybody will be saying, what are they doing in the social media? And that is one thing why, as I was calling myself an introvert, that is one of the things that was holding me back. That's why I decided to dim my light and not using it for the purpose God created it. Because I was scared of what people will say. I was scared of what would happen. And I did not align each and every step of the business with what God had purposed for me. I was putting myself in my own effort, thinking that this is all for me, and forgot that God equips those He has called. He had called me to, because I believe I did not see this business by an accident. There was a reason. And you is out there watching us. It's not by accident that you're seeing us. Maybe not for the first time, for the second time, because I know you have been our followers for quite a number of times. So you've seen us here, and it's not by accident that you've seen us. But all you keep saying, as Annette has put it, you keep saying you can't do what you're seeing those ladies doing. And you know what you're doing? You're dimming your light. You are saying you're not enough when you are enough. God has given you a voice. Use it wisely. Use it for your own benefit. Don't use it to go and serve other people there day in, day out, and not serving yourself. I'm not saying it is wrong to serve in other people, because service to humanity is service to God, but start by serving yourself, and that's the way you'll be able to serve others. That is what I'm trying to say. Because the minute you think that taking those extra shifts by serving others, that is the way you're going to continue serving, you don't even get a time to enjoy that money. And don't wait for anybody approval. It's only yourself who can give yourself approval. And the minute I learned that the only person who can give me an approval on how I should live my life, on what I should do, is when I stood on the mirror and looked at that person whom I saw there. And that's when I realized this is the only person who owes me any approval of what I have to do in my life. And I shouldn't wait for anybody's approval. Why? They do not pay my bills, they do not educate my child, and neither will they be there for me during my golden years. Because most of us, the reason why we started this business, we needed to make sure that our children go throughout without any student debt, and also make sure we are able to save for our golden years. We didn't move these countries when we were still in our young ages. We moved when we were already in advance. So we needed to secure that. So when you wait for other people to approve us, for us to do what is expected of us, what are we telling ourselves? We are telling ourselves that wacha tudime hii taa yetu, wacha instead ya kuweka moto ndio moto iwake. Sisi vile tunafaa tunawakisha taa alafu tunaifunikia. Even the Bible says, do not light your lamp and keep it under the bed. So why are you doing that? You have a voice. And I want to tell that person who is there, who is thinking that maybe their voice is not too loud. Your voice is exactly at the volume that God decided. This is the right volume for you to use it to serve others, not for your own glory, but for my own glory. So use your voice for the right things. Use your voice for what it is, for what is expected of you. And that's why we are using our voice to communicate to you that here there's a business that is transforming lives of ordinary people like you and I, and you're still holding back and saying, I am an introvert, and saying, I'm not good enough. But do you know what is happening? It's all in your mind, because your mind is telling you you're not ready for this. You're not ready to go to the world. Annette clearly said all what she did was scroll through the social media, not even make comment. Even her voice was not heard through the comment. That is also what you want to do. You don't want anybody to know that you made a comment somewhere. And what you're allowing to hold you back will not take you anywhere. My dear brothers and sisters, we didn't come here to toil, work hard, and forget ourselves. We came here for a purpose, and we have to make sure that that purpose is met and aligned with what God brought us here. We didn't come of this far to let God down. And that is what I'm saying, because when we have found this kind of opportunity and we just decide to shut it down and light our lamps and put it under the bed, that is exactly what we are doing. So, we well, I want to give a chance to both McKenna and Lynette to answer our last question, because I don't know why they decided to give me 4 questions and I told them to give me 3 questions because I knew we were only 3. And because it did that, I have no choice. But I want to give McKenna and Annette before we conclude to do that. And my question is this: if fear wasn't holding you back, how boldly would you use your voice and walk in your purpose today? McKenna, are you still there?
Yeah, for me, I can say that shrinking is a silent agreement with fear. So for me, so far where I am in this business, I think I've overcome that. I am living my purpose. I am not working under any pressure because I already know my purpose. And I would like to say that yes, God has already given me everything that I need to stand tall and speak the truth. Be honest. And this business is all about honesty. So the world doesn't need, I've come to realize that the world doesn't need the perfect me. It needs authentic of me, somebody who is full of faith and fire for God and to change this world. So that's what I can say for now. Back to you.
Annette.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, thank you so much for that. That is a great question. If fear wasn't holding me back, how boldly would I use my voice to walk in my purpose today? That obviously, right now, that I'm walking in purpose already. I think that this question probably will be for someone who is newly starting, doesn't have experience, like zero. They're trying to get something started for themselves. But I know that I can talk in the past. I'm one of those people that fear held me back for a while. Actually, after I started my business, it took me a while to start doing this. I even posting, I was just posting randomly, and I did not even want my picture to be anywhere. But obviously, we know very well that our business is based more of attraction marketing. And for someone, a stranger in the online space, to see you and connect with you, at least they would want to see, who is this person, who I'm talking to, who am I talking to, and all that, questions will be answered. But I know that fear held me back for a long time. But now, as you can see, I'm boldly talking about our business every single day. Here in these platforms is where my fear has gone by for a while, until I don't even have fear anymore. I'm so confident about what I say. And at the same time, I know that I can connect to other people out there who are fearful, who are very skeptical. They're looking for a way that they can break free in the online space, but they don't know how. And that's why we tell you that fear can hold you back for a long time. But nothing will ever change. In fear, if you're walking in fear every single day, you're worried about how your bills are going to be paid. You're worried about, what is going to happen next. That is the worry you will live with until you, I mean, that is, it will just start showing in reality. You will not have money, you will not be able to pay your bills, you will not succeed in anything at all, because you're living in fear. That fear, what we think about all the time, that is what always comes out in reality in ourselves. So if I talk about fear here, I know that fear held me back. And here is where we tell everybody that, when you realize that you can actually come out here boldly and, talk about your life, talk about your journey, share your story, somebody out there will hear you. So I know that right now I have, I don't have that fear anymore. I'm boldly talking about my business all the time. And I know that people connect with us that way, when they know that you are confident about what you're talking about, and you can do so many more things on social media right here. So here, I'm not intimidated about anything. I just come out and share my journey every single day. And if you look back, even when I started, even on my videos, you will see that this person was really scared about whatever she was talking about. But now, you know very well that when we come out here, we know what we're talking about. We know the system. We know everything about our digital business here. So right now, when we're teaching other people to do the same, we take them through that journey as well. Obviously they have to go through their journey as well. Go ahead and be confident about their business as well, but it takes learning for them to go through that journey as well. So if we're talking about, you think about yourself, you feel like, okay, I'm not bold enough, I can't do this. We were there. I started there. I was in that position at the time when I started. But here is where I've taken myself in a journey where I have come from here, and now we are boldly out here sharing this opportunity to as many people. So don't be intimidated about us coming out here. Just go ahead and start. That being fearful will go away as soon as you're bold enough to speak about what you're doing on social media. So I won't tell you that you'll be perfect the same day. It will take you a journey, and as long as you're ready to take yourself through that journey of getting perfect at what you do, you will eventually get there. So, yes, thank you, Lois.
Okay, thank you so much, Annette and McKenna. And so to edit this live, because we have come to the end of our life, I want to tell anybody who is listening to us right now, or anybody who will be watching us later for the replay, I want you to remember this: the no more shrinking, and you're walking in purpose. Use your full voice, light up your lamp, have faith. And if this message has spoken to you, all the messages that we have spoken has spoken to you, we want you to drop it in the comment and say, thank you for speaking to me, and share it with somebody who need to remember that they do not have to light their lamp and put it under the bed. And remember, the world is watching and waiting for your full voice. Do not hide anymore. The time of hiding is over. It is your time for you to shine. From us, it's goodbye and God bless you.